The sweep hits different when the money is in your hand. My God in heaven, I cooked yesterday.
YouTube faithful, what is going on? It is Saturday, the day before the official week 1 of NFL kicking off, guys, and I am here to help you with your fantasy lineups. That is right. A lot of you degens are going to be digging and diving into Draftkings this week, and it's only right for me to give you some help because I myself searched YouTube today like I always do to find out what the public mistakes are going to be, what stacks they're going to be on, and more, and how to avoid the chalk and how to pivot when everybody is going Y, I want to be X. So without further ado, I cover all the sports, the pick'em apps for NFL season. I cover DraftKings, player props, you name it. I am going to cover it. For this specific video, week 1, I'm going to be talking about DraftKings strategy for tomorrow. I'm also going to be giving you some PrizePicks mores to have a fun sweat tomorrow, and we're gonna do it all kind of quick. Normally I run like 20 to 30 minute videos when I'm just covering the pick'em props, but I got places to be, people to see, but more importantly, I got to get my lineups in because I will be live streaming an hour and a half before lock tomorrow to help my Discord audience and my loyal Discord faithful win on their inaugural Sunday. So without further ado, let's break this down. The contest selection is the most important thing you're gonna be doing. Comment, guys. It just is. And we got a lot. You micro stake grinders. Captain Chris knows you guys love to grind the micro stakes, baby. You want to have it on NFL Classic. We're not doing showdowns on Sundays except for Sunday night. This is step number 1. Cap, how do I do that? Listen, filter it out. You want NFL Classic tournaments. This is step number 1. They're called GPPs, guaranteed prize pools. It's where you can turn a little bit of money, and I'm talking less than a cup of coffee, into a whole lot of coffee beans, brother, because you can turn $3 into 100K tomorrow. You can turn $20 into $1 million. In fact, it's actually only $5 because it's opening week. They said it. Look at this. 5 beans. Yeah, you got to beat 585,000 other degens, but first place will win $1 million, and somebody is going to do it, and you need to know how to build lineups to win GPPs. The other type of tournaments, the other type of lineups you can build is the 50-50 double ups. You only have to beat half the field, a little bit more than half, because the house makes their money by taking what is called a rake. So let's say there's 100 entrants into the 50-50s, only 40 will double up, or 45, because those other 5 enters that would be 50-50, that money goes to the house. That's how they make their money. You're not playing against the house, you're playing against other players. This is PvP content for you gamers. And then the tournaments are the same thing, there's just more of it, so you feel the rake less if you actually do take it down. You don't want to play to min cash. When you build a GPP lineup, guys, we are playing for first place. You're gonna lose 98 out of 100 times. You're losing. We're looking for that 1 to 2% variant lineup that is going to smash and take it down, because I promise you right here, there is nothing better than taking down first place. So I'm just gonna pick up. I don't even have my full deposit on this site yet. I will do it later when I get off this video and build my lineups. Me personally, I will tell you my bread and butter that I pay. Some weeks I take shots on the millionaire maker, but those are 150 lineups max. So if you're gonna play one lineup in there, you gotta know a lot of people are putting in 150 max entering, so they can have all variations of lineups. If their core hits, they have a chance to win. What you should be playing as a beginner is single entry and 3 entry max. Okay, one lineup, everybody's on equal playing field. Me, I'm playing the 153 max. It's 100K to first, Papa. I only have to beat 3,700 people. Now, this particular contest has been eluding me for 3 years, 5 years maybe. I've been taking shots on it. I took the last 1.5 to 2 years off when I started doing content creation from DraftKings, but I'm going back full steam, and this is the best contest on the slate. $450 will get you 3 lineups for a shot at 100K tomorrow. I mean, and you only have to beat 3,700 people. I love it. I'll also be playing the $100 single entry, and I will be playing the $15 3 max and some other things. I'll have to take a look. $200 single entry, 20K to first. But you micro stakes guys, there's contests for you. $1 20 entry max. First place is going to be like 10K. $3 20 entry max. First place is going to be 100K. Every Sunday, it's the NFL play action 20 entry max. Well, first place is 40K tomorrow, but usually it's 100K. But since there's a $5 Millie Maker this Sunday, this is what they're doing. So guys, above everything else you can do, this is priority. Trust Captain Crush. I'm telling you, if you're new to the channel, maybe just trust Captain Crush. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. Now let's lock in. Contest selection is numero uno, okay? Numero uno. But we'll click the draft team, and you can see right off the rip, quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 WRs, which is wide receiver, a tight end, a flex, and a defense. The whole name of the game, Papa, is game stack in GPPs. Your job is to find a game stack, take a stand, don't be afraid to go broke, and literally ride with it. You want to have a core of 4 players, your anchors. That's right, your anchors. Where do you think that strategy came from? It correlates from Draftkings, it goes over to PrizePicks, anchors, and darts. You want to have your core plays that you're taking a stand on, and if they chalk, well then your day is chalked anyways. You get that core right, now all of a sudden, you have a chance to win it all, comment guy. Life-changing money, 10 to 20 to 30, 40K would change 99% of the people watching this lives just like that. It would change your life, okay? I know it and you know it. So give yourself a shot. Is it hard? Sure. But if you learn how to do this and hone your craft, it's gonna be somebody. It could be you. It's happened to me. Why not you, comment guy? That is my question to you. Why not you? Why can't you win a GPP? I'm telling you right now, anybody can win one. So you want to find the games to stack, which means we're gonna have to look at the point totals. So we will go over here to Outlier Bet. Okay, my partners, promo code CRUSH, get you a free trial. Links in the description. You know the drill. It's on any of these tools that you see me using, guys. It's promo code CRUSH. Get you all that you can get out of it. Now take a look. All right, 6-point spread, 45.5 point total. These are the things we want. We want a tight spread, a high point total, and we want to find teams that don't really have, when we're looking for quarterbacks and receiver stacks, we don't want to find running backs that can dominate the game. We want a team that is going to have to throw. Okay, so those are things to keep in mind. You also want to consider what everyone else is going to be doing so you can know how to adjust or know where you need to get different. Me personally, as a Buccaneers fan, this Falcons Tampa Bay game looks oh so crispy. Atlanta is a home dog, which is crazy to me, and it's 46.5 and the closest spread that we have on the board. This game is going to be popular. Why? Because Baker Mayfield literally has Mike Evans, Bucky Irving, Cade Otton, which by the way, Cade Otton cooks, but Mr. Emeka Egbuka, who's going to be the most popular player on Draftkings tomorrow for good reason. I don't know if I'm taking him on Draftkings, but I for sure will be taking his player prop on PrizePicks most likely because there's just not a lot of guys to throw it to. We already automatically can assume Mike Evans is going to try to go for 100 yards and a touchdown. Cade Otton's going to be in the mix. My man Bucky Irving's going to be in the mix. But Mr. Egbuka at 4,600 facing the Falcons in a 1.5 spread, he's going to be popular. I'm telling you right now. So expect to see, comment guy, expect to see a lot of this. Baker, Evans, right there. You could run Baker, Evans, Egbuka. You could run that 3 as a core, right? Let's say you did that as a core, and then you're going to want bringbacks, okay? Which means you want this game to turn into a shootout, which would mean you want Baker, 2 wide receivers, and then someone else on the other side of the ball hoping for a shootout. Or you could do a full stack. You could put Bucky in at running back if you think he's going to get some pass TDs from Baker and get all the exposure. I have seen an overstack like this take down GPPs before. I've seen it. QB, RB, wide receiver, and then 1 bringback on the opposite side. Sometimes you don't even need a bringback, but the obvious choice would probably be London. I think this is going to be one of the most popular stacks minus Bucky. This will probably be one of the most popular stacks in every GPP tomorrow. So this is how you play this. If you know this is going to be popular, which it will, you need to figure out how you're going to get different. So if this is your core, if you do something like this, you need to either change your bringback. You need to figure out your other tight end and flex and make that different, or punt with your running backs. And what I like to do with running backs is I like to make the decision to spend all the way up or spend all the way down into the mid-range, and the same thing with receivers. That will help you deciding how you're going to structure your lineup. Now this changes slate to slate. Every slate is different. Another thing you could do is this number right here. You want exposure to that game? You could go Bucky and Bijan and fade the quarterbacks, fade the wide receivers, and move on. You could literally just do that. Bang. There's your exposure to that game. You're getting leverage on the field because if everyone's on Baker wide receiver stacks, you're on the running backs from either side or even just one side, and you're moving on. And you're going to try to get different like that. There's multiple paths to doing this with every game, okay? And then you want to think about correlation. The reason you get docked for correlation on PrizePicks is because it adds EV, which is expected value, to your win rate. You want to stack and correlate. If you take a running back, you might want to consider taking the defense with him, the defense of that team. Why? The more time they're running the ball, the more clock is being chewed, the less often that defense has to be on the field because the offense is just grounding and pounding. But then there's other ideas where you take the defense of the team that is going to be getting scored on, but you're hoping to hit a pick six, a scoop and score, because you know there's going to be a ton of drop back passes creating fantasy points for the defense. There's multiple schools of thought. This is why this is such a good thing. It is creativity, it is the game within the game, and it's the most fun. Ownership matters. You want to figure out what everyone's doing and adapt. Either you lock in by over leveraging. If the field is going to be like 50% on somebody, you need to be 60 or 70% on them if you take that person, or you fade them. You don't want to be the same as the field, okay? Because you're trying to win first place, boom or bust. Now, if we go back to the point totals, you have Cincinnati Bengals and you have the Cleveland Browns, 47.5, 4.5 point spread. We know Burrow is going to chuck. There's a lot of weapons. You have Burrow, you have Chase Brown, Jamar Chase. And then on the Cleveland Browns side, they have a lot of people too that could go yard. I drafted a couple of them. I like it. I'm fading the Saints game most likely. Low point total. Carolina Panthers. A lot of people are going to be taking shots on the Jaguars. I'm just fading it most likely, but I can see it. They're low price. They do have a decent spread and a decent point total, but the more I start to hear people are taking it, and it's going to be a chalky Jaguars, and when chalk in this sense mean everybody's doing it, I just don't want to deal with it. If I'm going to be eating chalk, I want to be down here in the Tampa Bay and Atlanta Falcons. And then obviously you have the Commanders and the Giants. The Commanders are going to have Jaden McDaniels be probably the most popular quarterback in double ups and possibly GPPs because he has insane upside, throwing TDs, running TDs, scrambling, dissecting defenses, you name it, the kid can do it, and you could play him naked. Pause. Talking about football, man, what I mean is you don't have to pair him up with a receiver, but they do have Scary Terry, so you could do the 1v1, and then once you have your main stack, follow along with Captain Crush, guys. I'm begging you. Once you have your main stack, say you go with that Tampa game or the Falcons side, whatever you decide to do, then you can start doing skinny stacks. So say you wanted to do that Bengals game, you do a 1v1 skinny, you take Chase and you take Judy. So now if that game shoots off with those two gents, hopefully it's those two gents, and now you have a full correlated lineup stack. You have two game stacks, and then you could stack your tight end and your flex if you wanted to. I mean, there's so many possibilities, guys, and I go over all this stuff in the live streams. I give you data model projections to help you build your lineups. I give you player pools, write-ups every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday for football, and I give it for MLB and NBA daily, okay? Yesterday, my YouTube video smashed. My Discord live stream smashed. For the end of this video, we are going to make some PrizePicks lineups and parlay play. You better believe it. But week one, I did want to go over some of this Draftkings stuff because a lot of you guys are getting into it. And those of you that are tuning into this video for the Draftkings, great. But I'll tell you this, it's week one. The pricing is soft. We don't really know what to expect, so it's a crapshoot. I will tell you this, play whoever you want. Play whoever you want. But yesterday was a movie, brothers and sisters in Christ. Travis and Keenan, the legendary two-man duo to get touchdowns yesterday. Bang! Cash that. Oh, it's true, comment guy. It's true. I gave it to you on the YouTube video. I told you, put a crispy $10 to win 70. I hope you listened. The live stream, we took both kickers. We decided to get a little froggy and we leapt. And then I took Juju and Quentin Johnston. I named it and dubbed it the Poverty Wideout Slip. Cash that too, baby. And then we had the four-man heater right here. Xavier Worthy got unlucky. Luckily, we got rebooted. That hurt us here too, but we'll take our 1.5x. And then what I also provide is the NFL projection sheet, which will give you fantasy scores, receiving yards, receiving receptions, Everything for every player to help you decide who you're going to take. So what I want to point out real quick is look at my boy Baker. 17 fantasy points, 31 attempts, 22 completions, 240 yards with 15 rushing yards on almost 4 attempts. And Mr. Emeka Egbuka, 56.6 yards. That's why I think you can take a shot on his player prop. That is what's up. If you guys would be so kind to go to CaptainCrush.net so you can join me for tomorrow's live stream and my daily live streams Monday through Friday and the one before NFL kickoff tomorrow. I help you guys with your process. We build lineups and you get access to my MLB models, NBA, WNBA, NFL, all of it. You'll also get a full slip. Now, the price is supposed to go to $35 tomorrow, okay? Once week 1, I've been telling you guys this, so if you get in at 25, you are grandfathered in for life. You click join now. It's hosted on Dub Club, which is a third-party service, and then this will grant you access to my Discord, which is where you get my community, my plays, my models, my tools, you name it, you're getting it. And most importantly, you get in that live stream, brothers and sisters in Christ. So make sure you hop in so you are avoiding any price increases that may come your way and be grandfathered in for life. It's CaptainCrush.net. Now, we've talked about Draftkings, and again, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to go over it a lot more on the live stream once I build my lineups and kind of see where I'm at. But again, guys, it's week 1. Have fun with it. Play whoever you want. Get different. Get jiggy with it. Use the principles that I touched on. But for now, we are going to go build a parlay play / PrizePicks lineup. So I hope you're ready to get in the mix, comment guy, because we are here. The time is now. Week 1, we get a full slate. I got ESPN plus Hulu, Disney. I got Sling, YouTube TV, and I still don't know how I'm watching Red Zone tomorrow with the new thing. I gotta figure it out, and they best not be putting commercials on my Red Zone, or I'm throwing hands. And when Captain Crush throws hands, brothers and sisters in Christ, people tend to get hurt. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. So, tomorrow we take chances. That NFL game, Tampa, Falcons, look at our boy Drake London, all right? 59.5 receiving yards. Well, Cap, how do we know what to if we're going to take him or not? It's week 1. I took all the guesswork out of it for you, jabroni. We're looking right here. Mr. London, and I'm not talking England. He's projecting for 73 receiving yards on 6 receptions and 16 fantasy points. What? He's in the mix. We're taking a shot. We're going to build a game stack within the stack. So we can take him at 59.5 all day long. And then we know my boy Baker Mayfield, man. What are we doing with old Baker? Bake me a cake. His first half fantasy score used to be a freaking wagon. Absolute wagon, dude. Am I going to go with the full game or am I going to go with the first half? Well, I really don't know. Like I said, it is a new season, but look, 10, 3, 21, 9, 11. Historically, he cooks, but the Falcons have had our number. But are they going to have it tomorrow? I really don't know. I will take my shot on Baker Mayfield. I really don't know if I'm going to take his first half fantasy score yet, but we will be taking Egbuka and London in a 1v1. And if not, London Bijan tomorrow. That's right. It'll be looking something like this. This pays 2.25x. Maybe we get in the mix on his full line at 79. I think it's a little bit too high for my liking. But you don't have to game stack when you're taking pick'em slips. So you can take Egbuka. You could do that if you want. But I want to tell you guys what is a slam dunk right now. I don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, they changed the balls. Pause. Nope. We're talking about football. Relax. Okay. Longest yarn. We're talking about the longest yarn right now. By the way, these football shows, they're called Third and Yarn. Just in case. You watch me for MLB, now you know it's Third and Yarn. All of these are in the freaking mix. They're banging them 55 yards, 59 yards. Butker hit a 59-yarder with less than 10 seconds yesterday. They are dealing and wheeling and profile and kiss stealing. Ric Flair is blushing. He's doing that walk. He's walking that talk. And yeah, I said it backwards because who cares? We are going to take a shot. So all of these guys, Chase McLaughlin, Mr. Coo, we got Woo for the Seattle Mariners on MLB. And when it comes down to football, we got Young Hae Koo because he is someone that has a boot. And I am taking a shot on the 50.5 longest yarn. And you can't stop me. Will Lutz and Joey Sly, bang. Another one. Fairbairn and Cardi, bang. Another one. Give me more. Evan McPherson and Andre Smizet, absolutely bang. Chris Wagon, Boswell? Absolutely. What, chat? Bang! Another one. Mix and match. Take them all. Take them all, buddy. Just take more on all of them. If they sell, they sell. But they've been banging them. They made an adjustment to the ball. I don't know what they did. The announcers are talking about it. I'm not a physics guy. I'm an analytical guy. And I'm telling you, when I saw a 59-yard boot in under 10 seconds to green my slip, I'm taking them all, Papa. If it sells, well, by God, it sells. Mix and match. Have fun with it. Nobody knows if they're going to cash. Nobody knows if it's already red. Nobody knows if it's already green. Nobody cares. But make sure you have exposure to it, comment guy. You understand? I'm hyped up about it because it could be a free square. But Cap, they already gave us Lamar Jackson as a free square. Buddy, I will throw hands right here, right now. Don't tempt me, all right? Don't tempt me. Now, you can take Jamar Chase. You can take Chase and Burrow combos if you'd like. You want to take anytime touchdown? I can't think of anything more fun than to go 2 for 2 on my anytime tutties slips. You got me, comment guy? I can't think of anything more fun. Can you? Because yesterday's cashed. Why not tomorrow's when I got a full slate? Let me cook. We just got to hope the studs ball out, man. That's all we need to do. We got to just hope the studs ball out. I cannot wait to sweat my lineups tomorrow. I'm not going to be so much interested to see how this goes with all of this stuff because this is going to be really hard. Pero the Sunday sweat is just next level, man. It's next level. We're looking at the anytime touchdowns. Let's see what we got. I mean, you could just take the populars. You could take... Listen, comment guy, you really need Captain Crush to tell you, oh yeah, bro, go ahead and take Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Bro, everyone's taking those guys, okay? Just like everyone took Lad yesterday and ate chalk. Captain Crush said Keenan Allen and Kelsey, buddy. You got that? What I'm looking at is someone like Garrett Wilson, the road less traveled. A guy like Garrett Wilson, okay? Someone who can get it done that no one's going to be on. Cortland Sutton. Bo Nix is going to be running roughshod all over those garbage Titans. And Cortland Sutton is going to be him this season. Why? Because I drafted him in best ball. Look at this little crispy one. It only pays 4.5x, but it's still in the mix. See if we can come up with 5 of them. Now, get your exposure to the studs, okay? Obviously, your Jeffersons and your Amon-Ra's just for fun. Don't be a freaking fool. I like Mike Evans and Cade Otton, baby. Anytime tutty. Mike Evans popular. Of course he is. Cade Otton. Everybody's sleeping on Cade Otton, but don't forget about my boy Cade Otton now. They don't even have... Oh, they do. Don't forget about him, y'all. This man's a demon. The only reason it's not to the moon right now is because he's coming back from an injury, and I'm gonna play it low key. But Mike Evans, woo, we're having some bucks. Man, I can hardly contain my excitement. I got goosebumps. You know when The Rock walks out and he gets those goosebumps? That's how it feels knowing that tomorrow is gonna be plop on the couch and watch some NFL. And you know what else? It's fall weather outside, which means my golf days are gonna be so freaking mint. It's almost time, baby. Woohoo! It's almost time. NBA overlap comes October 22nd. Fall weather, NFL, baby. Life is all about being excited. And if that doesn't make you excited, Papa and Mama, check your pulse because you ain't alive. We live for this moment. We live for this. We've been grinding MLB and WNBA for 5 months. It's our time to shine, baby. It's our time to shine. And we're going to have some fun. Jamar Chase. For sure. He's not even a demon. Jerry Jeudy. Yes, sir. I drafted this man. He is going to have a breakout year. Njoku. All these guys, dude. David Njoku, give him the 50-50 ball and see him cook. Absolutely. Now, you will get more equity out of the goal line running backs, okay? That is 100% fact. Bucky Irving, Bijan Robinson. Of course, those guys have way more touchdown equity. But we're looking for a moonshot right now. A 420-yard no doubter. Oh my goodness. Couldn't you see Cooper Kupp tomorrow catching a TD on Sunday? Oh, the humanity. The humanity, bruh. I like it. Cooper Kupp, David Njoku, Jamar Chase, Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton, and Garrett Wilson. Any one of those, mix and match. Get those in the mix. I will have that lineup. I'm telling you right now. It's 9 out of 10 times we're eating chalk. But I'll tell you what, that one time it hits, it's going to be 84x if you flex it, Papa. And that's what we're looking for. And then a little 2v2 or a 1v1, a little one that isn't demons. Jamar Chase and Jamar Gibbs. Absolutely. Montgomery, you ain't vulturing those TDs. Not tomorrow. It's going at Gibbs. Book it. These two right here, they're getting in the box. Or my name ain't Crush. And don't you dare forget about Nico Collins. Don't you dare forget about Nico Collins. The man's healthy and lives to catch touchdowns on Sunday. Don't forget about him. And you want to run back? You take Puka Matuka Nakua, baby. And you run it back and you get your 14.5x. Now, let's make a lineup and hit the road. I'm going to play poker tonight. Wife's out with her friend visiting town. And I'm going to go play cards and rest my brain and build my lineups, Papa. I'm a hand builder. That's right. No optimizer. I'm 150 max by hand. Paper, pen, calculator. That's how I get my exposures. Get on my level. So first things first is Puka Nakua or his receptions. Either or I want exposure. And then for Collins, it's probably, honestly, it's probably his fantasy score because he does have such high touchdown equity. But I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Puka yet. But I'll tell you this. I'm going right back to it. This is going to be in my nuke tomorrow. There's just no way around it. And it's popular. But Gibbs and Chase, I'm not getting off these two guys. And I'm not pausing. They're getting touchdowns tomorrow. It's that simple. This will pay you 5x. And then if you threw in Collins, you can get 7.5x right there. Puka Nakua projects for 80 yards and 6.5 catches and 18 fantasy score. And then Nico Collins, 20 fantasy score, 95 yards. That's right. These four right here is solid. And then you can round it out with any of the Tampa Bay Bucks. Igbuka, 56.5 receiving yards if you wanted to. I'm going to be building slips for an hour and a half tomorrow on my NFL live stream. It's going to be cinematic. But for you YouTube guys, I want you to focus on these and the kicker ones that I talked about. We will be looking at running backs tomorrow on that live stream. But let's go over to Parlay Play and build one real quick since I'm not logged in on PrizePicks for security reasons. But here it is right here, y'all. The big four. We're maxing it out. 614 to win 5K, and it's hitting. Mix and match however you want. If you're new to Parlay Play, comment guy, check this out. Use code CRUSH. I'll send you 30 days of my Discord and my tools and my models and everything free of charge. All you got to do is send me the email. CaptainCrush.net will take you to the dance. I want to see one of you guys take this thing down tomorrow. Don't forget what I told you. The running backs spend all the way up or find the mid-range. If you mid-range your running back, spend all the way up at wide receiver. Look for darts. You want 3 to 4K guys that are going to go off. But guys, it's week 1. We're all just guessing. Nobody knows anything. We're just having a good time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I got plenty more coming. I cover MLB and NBA every single day. Smash the subscribe. Smash the like button. And here's the salute. And good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.